You have no idea how long I got the courage to do this video. But first, I'm gonna move on to the zombie side of the face, and I'm gonna cover my eyebrows during this tutorial, just the zombie side. I'm not gonna go into depth in here because I have a separate video for that. And now take a white eyeliner and draw a guideline to where your face will be halved, so you know where to be a zombie and where to be a sexy nurse. Using liquid latex and strips of tissue paper, be sure that the tissue paper is as thin as it can be. One tissue paper can be divided to 2 until 3 thinner sheets. Just place the liquid latex where you want to have wounds or any area that you want to raise up. And then afterwards, put on your jagged tissue paper, and you want to make sure that you apply this on a wet latex so that it'll be easier for you to rip off any excess tissue paper from it. And then afterwards, go in again with the liquid latex, drenching the tissue in the liquid latex and making sure that the edges are laid down flat so that it will look more realistic as if it is blended into the skin. Repeat the same process of layering tissue and covering it with liquid latex over and over again until you reach the desired effect. I'm applying one on my cheekbones because I want to have a more skeletal looking feature, and here I applied 5 to 6 layers of tissue and latex. And then I'm gonna finish covering my eyebrows again. The link to the video more in depth about the eyebrow covering with the glue stick is in the description box. And then I'm gonna make another wound. I'm gonna make one on the side of my lips since I want to look like, I had so much fun eating human that I didn't even care that my mouth ripped open. And now I'm going to apply some on the top of my brow. And this is why I covered my brows using the glue stick method. Latex is no friend to hair. So if you put latex on top of your hair, it will just rip your hair straight off your scalp. So you want to make sure that you do protect your brows if you are going to create a wound on top of your brows. If you are going to be a sexy nurse, most likely you will have a really plungy neckline as a top. So be sure that you make wounds on the neck and décolleté area as well, just to pull everything together. While the latex is drying, we're going to move on to the other side of the face by priming and applying foundation. I'm using a cream foundation for more coverage. And then highlighting the face using a light concealer. And while you're at it, blend the white line that is down the center of your face as well. Set it with powder and then move on to the brows. What I'm doing here is I'm just outlining the shape of my brows and then filling it in, making it look as lively as possible to counteract the non-existent brow on the other eye. Highlight the inner corner and brow bone using a shimmering white color, the center of the mobile lid using a shimmering nude color, and the crease in the lower lash line using a matte brown eyeshadow. I'm not going in depth with the sexy side because I've done a pinup look before, and this is basically similar to that pinup look, so I will put a link to the pinup girl look tutorial on the description box. So just line your lash line and waterline, creating a cat eye shape, and then apply a set of wispy false lashes. I prefer wispy because I think it just pulls together to look even better, makes it look a lot more feline-esque and sexy. Mascara, and then contour with some bronzer because bronzer means you're sexy. I'm just rambling, seriously, just apply bronzer. And then line the half of your lips using a red lip liner, making sure that you really emphasize the edge of the natural lip and the zombie lip. Fill it in and then top it off with a red lipstick or gloss. And now when you're done, the latex should have dried. So now you're going to go in using a foundation that is a little bit lighter than your skin tone. Applying this evenly all over your face and neck on the zombie side. Be sure that you really cover the tissue so that the tissue doesn't look white anymore. Instead, it looks like a part of your skin. And then afterwards, I'm going to take some green cream makeup from my Maron Bruise palette and stipple this on my face. When using the stippling brush, be sure that you do not blend. You want to look like a Dalmatian of not black and white, but green. And this will create more texture on your face, well, the effect of texture anyways. So just go ahead and do so. And if you don't want to look so gruesome, you can skip this step and just go on to making the wounds. Take a tweezer and start pinching where you want your wound to be. And once you got a hole big enough for your fingers to go through, just start ripping your wound open. I know some people are impatient and you can use scissors for this, but if you are a major klutz like myself, better safe than sorry, so just be patient with the tweezer method. So just do the same to any area that you want a hole or bruises in. I don't want one on my cheekbones just because I applied the tissue, latex tissue there simply for a 3D effect. And fill in the wound area using a red cream makeup or red lipstick if you don't have any red cream makeup. And don't be shy with this stuff. You don't mind if it goes on a little bit to the perimeter of the tissue, because you're going to go in there again using a burgundy color more towards the perimeter of the wound. And also use this to contour the cheekbones and the jawline and also the sides of the nose to create a more deathly effect. And doing this will create a more three-dimensional effect to your wound as well. And don't forget to apply the burgundy color on the lid as well, top and bottom. Just be super ridiculous with it. Don't even bother making it not look messy. It needs to look messy. And to wherever you applied the burgundy color, go over it with black. And this will create more depth for the look. And you want to make sure that you go on with the black, especially to the contours of your face, that you use the burgundy color. And just add a little bit more green or foundation to blend it. Add a little bit of the burgundy lightly on areas of the tissue to create a more 3D effect. And I'm going to do the same method using a darker shade of foundation just to create a really rotten effect, because now that you have green and then you have a really dark brown color, you're gonna look really ridiculously ugly and really disgusting and really dirty. This is horrible. I'm going to contour underneath my eye as well, because that's the whole purpose of me doing the latex on top of the brow, to create that hooded eyes effect. After you look almost as disgusting as this, you can go on to the optional step of applying your zombie contact lenses, or you can use whiteout lenses if you prefer. And now take some condensed blood, which basically means fake blood. It's just more condensed, and it sticks on a lot better, and it looks like you have muscles showing through. Apply that into the wound and then top it off with some dripping blood. Apply this on the wounds and anywhere you want to. Just be sure you don't get it on your eye. So as you can see here, I'm tilting my head when I drip the blood from on top of my eye. And then just finish up with your half dirtied up nurse costume and you're done. I actually scared a bunch of people with this makeup, so this is definitely a look if you want to stand out in the crowd. And if you really want to look scary but don't have the courage to do a whole face of zombie like I do, will be a perfect look. Excuse my awkward zombie posing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more Halloween tutorials. I will see you guys on the next video, and take care.